Sith apprentice, but then eventually comes back to the light. I don't know. I think there was I had a bunch of different things, and I used to act out scenarios with no one, and I guess it's just visualizing a scene that I would put in the book, and then I restarted it. Oh no, I wrote the whole book, like it was just and then the two twins, yeah, Jason and Joey, they go off in a spaceship to different people and are trying to get someone to read a book for them, and it's just like a whole history lesson, so that they're caught up on everything for some reason. It's called The Resistance of the Force, and I like sent it to this email, and I don't think it was actually like related to George Lucas or LucasArts, but it said it was. And then a few years later, there was the Old Republic with two twins, and I was like, huh. But, you know, Luke and Leia are twins, so twins are not uncommon in Star Wars. And also Jason and Jaina. I didn't take the Jason from Jason. I took it from my ex-uncle. Just the name. Didn't like him. But I liked the name. And I guess maybe that's why I made him a fucking Sith. Whatever. And then I took that Jason... Oh yeah, because then I started making a Digimon fan fiction with me and people I knew, including a girl that I met on a cruise. Which, whatever. And then she said that she liked Digimon, so that was interesting. That was when I was 12. And yeah, and I wrote friends into it, and people that I were acquaintances more with in school, and the girl that I liked was the last one with Leomon, or Leormon, which is the rookie. And then it would turn to Leomon, and then he would die, but then come back later. Because Leomon always dies. Sorry, but spoiler alert. But if you're watching Digimon, and a Leomon shows up, he's gonna die. Spoilers for every single season of Digimon ever. Except for 02, I guess. Did Leomon come back? Oh yeah, and then he died in Try. And the Leomon in Tamers dies. And I'm pretty sure there's one in Savers or Data Squad, which is, yeah, that's the English name. It's 02 and, well, until the 5th season, until Savers, Digimon outside of Japan was just Digimon Digital Monsters. Like, it wasn't Digimon Frontier or Digimon Tamers. People just call them that now. But, God, there's a fucking thunderstorm, and I'm just sitting in the garage, streaming Pokémon Gaia. I haven't heard thunder, I just saw lightning. Oh, there you go, so it's a while away. Thor! Friend of mine. Yeah. Wait, so... I didn't finish talking about the fucking Digimon thing. Yeah, no, blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, I hope I'm not being too loud in the mic, like, I'm not too close to it. I'm trying to make it be away from me, but still not be too far away, and I'm not talking, well, no, because when I have a video playing and I go to the end of my garage, I can barely hear it. So, if someone's down at the end of my driveway, they're not going to be able to hear me. And I don't give a shit. I'm streaming. Yeah, they go around the galaxy. I think Boba Fett fucking tells them about shit. I don't know, and I don't know why he's alive again. I don't remember. And then eventually they go to Kashyyyk, and there's a bartender who turns out to be their real father, and he takes them to a planet, or to Mace Windu's home planet where he's living. So he's like, again, he's just son. His younger form is like alive again. That's not really how I explained it back then, but that's how I'm explaining it now. Like, and they, I don't know when they get their fucking lightsabers, but there was something, and something makes, I think did their father die, right? No. No, they're just something happens on Kashyyyk, I think. I don't know. Well, I think they use their lightsabers on the planet with Mace Windu. Like, something attacks them. There's things attacking them. I don't know. Something makes their father use his lightsaber, and they're taken to the temple. And then the second one is like, it's when Jason starts to get darker. They have fights, like they battle each other, and then they're like, no, and then they get in trouble for that, for just having a lightsaber fight in where they live, where they sleep. I don't know, and like eventually it was gonna be Jason is on Hoth, or someone, either his father went on a mission and went missing, or they think he's a bad guy. I think it wasn't. I think it was the first one, and something happens and his father gets killed, and that turns him to the dark side or something like that. I don't think I wrote it down. I just remember acting it out in my bedroom with my toy lightsabers when I was fucking 12. Like a lonely fucking child. But like, how do you do that with, like, it would have to be friends that also want to write this book with me. Like, I think that's been my problem. Like, I've always wanted to create in a video game and, like, not so much control it, but like create adventure maps in Minecraft, or fucking do The Sims, but do a whole like thing with my whole family, not the whole family tree, because that's fucking back to the beginning of time, but just as far back as their ages as can line up with the characters in The Sims 2. Because if it's 25 years after The Sims, then The Sims is like probably 1999, 2000. Or if you ignore that, no, I think I ignored that with my timeline. I'm just fucking talking about everything. I'm talking about The Sims timeline. Whatever. And then I tried to restart the Star Wars fanfiction, but eventually I started writing my own shit, so I just stopped writing fanfiction. And like the Digimon one, it was me and a bunch of people I knew, and some two characters that I created, but the girl that I met on the cruise knew a girl with the name of the girl that I created. Like, I just pulled it out. I just created a new character, pulled it out of my ass. Like a blonde named Casey Smith. And I guess I just fucking name dropped that chick that she knew, but that's the name of my character that I wrote. So, and she, with curly blonde hair, and then she had literally that, and it was weird. But she wasn't from New York, so it wasn't exactly the same. The character was from New York, as was her boyfriend, Jake Johnson, which is an actor. So yeah, has that been there this whole time? I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a whole thing. I had one version of that where I had a Gotsumon, like the rock creature. And I'm not gonna go on about the whole teams, but then I recreated it, and I had Terriermon. I think I did a couple of restarts, and eventually I changed the team. I took the girl from the cruise off because she was mad at me for shipping her with my best friend, So yeah, that was weird. Um, because she wasn't a fictional character, she was a real person. Like, if I create a fictional character to do that with, so then it would be fine. As long as, I mean, that is like writing my friend into a book and then having him. I wouldn't write the fucking romantic scenes though. I guess not. Fuck, that's weird then. Or maybe it's not weird. It's just. Is that my bisexuality manifesting somehow? When I was a kid, when I didn't know that I was bi, when I thought I was straight, when I didn't even know, I wasn't even attracted to dudes. I mean, I still primarily want a girlfriend, a wife. I'm gonna have to adopt because I don't want to risk my kids having neurofibromatosis and going through what I've gone through already, or worse, much worse. Like, they could just not have it and live a happy life, and I could have a child. But, and there's many children that need adopting, so it's better to adopt children than bring a new kid into the world anyways. Who wants to fucking bring a child into this fucking world? Then I made a new set of characters, which included Jason. I just restarted and made a whole bunch of fictional characters. And then I made Jason, Olivia, and the third character was Brad at first, but that was the name of my friend. But I just made a fictional version of him with the same name. But then I changed it to Abraham and changed his hair from blonde to ginger or orange or whatever. And yeah. And then eventually in grade 12, I started writing an original thing. And with Jason, Olivia, and Abraham. And it changed many times. Different, like originally, like okay. I don't really want to spoil it. I think I've said it in things anyway. The main characters are from Earth 2, originally. And originally that wasn't the case. It was just a kid going to another Earth, traveling with versions of his friends. One of whom he falls in love with, the girl, Olivia. I don't know, it was different. And just fighting a version of his grandmother. And maybe a version of him. Yeah. But then it changed to those people... those versions of his friends being his friends, and then I was like, oh, maybe they should be from there. And then it changed a few times. First, he was on a bus, and there's going to be a sequel where they're on a train to get to the other world. It just ends up in the other world. Like, there's a book sort of like that where dude's on a plane and he's going to England to visit his I think his parents.